to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Dreyer, if you would call the roll.
Absolutely. Mayor Carmen.
Here.
Mr. Daly. Ms. Ferguson.
Here.
Mr. Harriman. Mr. Lewis. Mr. Sims.
Here.
Mr. Terry.
Here.
And if there are no further amendments or corrections to this evening's council regular meeting agenda for August 11th, the agenda will stand as presented. And I would accept a motion to approve the council regular meeting minutes from July 28th.
Motion to approve our minutes from July 28th.
Second.
Ms. Ferguson.
Yes.
Mr. Harriman.
Yes.
Mr. Sims.
Yes.
Mr. Terry.
Yes.
Pass a motion, meeting minutes pass. 4 yeas to 0 nays. And even though it wasn't technically a meeting, we will still accept a motion to approve the council work session minutes from August 6th.
Motion to approve.
Actually,
I
everybody
say-
was. Yes. Okay. We will,
Summers, man.
We've been advised by legal counsel in the past that even if a member is not in attendance, they can still release a motion to approve it as long as they've read and are aware and comprehending the minutes.
But two of us.
yes. We can table them to the next meeting. And it was just minutes on discussion, so, in Mr. Evans' presentation.
Sounded nice. I was listening to it on YouTube while I
I've watched it.
so, or I was watching. So
Yes.
Mouse.
All right. This evening we have, I have the pleasure of presenting our August Youth Spotlight. And Mr. Landon Dyer, if you would please come forward. I'll turn close to the camera too. But it is my pleasure as Mayor of Plain City to recognize Mr. Landon Dyer for his completion of the 2025 Buckeye Boys State Program. Mr. Dyer, a student at Jonathan Oliver High School, was chosen to attend the 2025 Buckeye Boys State Program. The Village of Plain City is privileged and grateful to have young community residents such as Mr. Landon Dyer, who desire to learn more about leadership and local government through the Buckeye Boys State Program. So on behalf of the Village of Plain City, thank you for your dedication to serving our community. Thank you. Again, you can go to the podium and kind of give a little bit about Buckeye Boys State for those who are watching online. About your experience and how to encourage others to attend.
Well, hello everyone. This is my first city council meeting, so honestly, it's an honor to be here. Thank you all for the award, and I really appreciate just kind of your thoughts and general, I guess, appreciation. When I went to Buckeye Boys State, they ended up kind of like assigning us to a city, which was just kind of our dorm that they had us stay in, along with about 42 other boys in the city. We had the option of running for office, hoping to get appointed to something by like a mayor or a governor if someone got that, and then maybe even being part of a kind of like a utilities worker. So that there were a whole lot of options, a whole lot of jobs. They had to basically staff the entirety of the state government, like including the executive branch, with the like 500 plus jobs. So, and then there were only about 650 campers total. So they end up wanting us to come here and come back to our communities and basically tell other people to apply because they need more people. So, yeah, I mean, posted the info on Instagram. I ended up talking to Eli about going, and it seemed like he was very interested. I'd be surprised if they rejected him unless there's something too crazy.
No, he's already in. He's trying to recruit some friends too already. So.
What position did you end up with?
I ended up running to be one of the 2 state senators from the city of Ridenhour, and I ended up winning with 32 out of the 42 people in my city ended up casting their ballot for me.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I mean, I probably think it was about 72% margin.
Has this inspired you to want to do local government in the future? Or
Possibly.
or potentially decided to never do local government?
I mean, probably when I'm like a lot older, probably in like 40s and 50s maybe. I'm kind of more at the local level.
I don't think that's a lot. For the record, young 40s, for the record.
Yeah, probably in the distant future, but I mean, just overall like kind of atmosphere of the place is really fun. I enjoyed being the whip for the Nationalist Party in the Senate, so it was fun to kind of create bills, draft them, and I ended up being the chair of the Finance, Ways and Means, Appropriations, and Government Oversight Committee. So I ended up getting to edit a lot of bills because finance, you get a lot of stuff, and the same with Ways and Means Committee. So a lot of bills came through us. We got to edit a lot, and overall, let's have a good time in the Senate. It was pretty bipartisan, even though I think there were two parties. There were the Nationalists and the Federalists. The Federalists, which was the other party from mine, ended up getting 16 seats, and we got 14. So I mean, it was pretty close. So there had to be a lot of like bipartisanship with everything. I think pretty much every single bill passed with like 65% plus support. I mean, except for maybe 2 or 3 controversial bills that end up getting pretty down to the wire. But aside from a couple, everything was on a pretty bipartisan basis. And yeah, I mean, we had a good time.
Where did they hold it?
They held it at in a classroom at the Miami campus. It was in the Farmer School of Business. They kind of they had a classroom that resembled, I guess, a little bit of a Senate area because it had the kind of curved rounding thing towards a center stage. So yeah, ended up working out pretty well.
And in the summer, you've had an internship. You want to give a little like update to show what one of our youth members of our community has been doing?
Sure. I ended up interning with State Representative Jack Daniels over at the Riff Center this summer. Just fielding phone calls, answering emails, doing some paperwork. Honestly, just kind of doing gopher duties, like whatever little thing they need. If it's a cup of coffee or answering a dozen emails that day, just honestly whatever the representative needed. Sometimes sitting in on meetings and taking notes for him and his legislative aide, as well as watching his committees in session, just to kind of see the bills being passed.
Very cool.
That's really well. Thank you so much for sharing your experience with us, and good luck with your senior year.
Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
We say this to everyone, but you don't have to stick around for the rest of the meeting. You can. You're more than welcome. Everyone's welcome. They're not probably as exciting as Ohio State. So.
All right, we have no other visitors signed in to speak, so we have a couple motions that we will be going through before our new business. Excuse me, let me go into our reports. My goodness, I skipped to halfway through the meeting.
I was excited. Personally.
My goodness. So the last week, we have been busy. We had a grand opening for New Garland's Coffee Shop uptown, and want to thank staff members for coming out and supporting a new business. And so far, it has seemed like everybody's been welcoming them to Plain City. Also attended the residence at Marin Reserve with staff members last Thursday afternoon, evening, and it was really neat to see a multifamily project in Plain City and to see kind of like what different housing can look like for some of our some residents. And it was done very well with all the finishes that are in the apartments, and just really excited to see that project come to fruition. Tomorrow we have a grand opening at Siete Katrinas. Yes, and so that is at 10:30 in the morning, and then they'll be open the following day on Wednesday to the public, I believe. And so I know that the clock tower is getting closer to opening. I am sitting on police interviews on Thursday morning. So it's just been, oh, and attended National Night Out last Tuesday. It was a great event that the police department put on, and really just great to see all the community members out supporting our officers. And that's been the last week here. So I will turn it over to Ms. Lupton, our village administrator.
Thank you, Mayor. The Uptown Crosswalk is beginning today. I think demolition starts tomorrow. So we're working closely with the affected business owner and making sure the road stays open as well. Paving is ongoing as you try to get around town. We appreciate everyone's patience. Should be wrapped up by the end of the week. The trash and recycling request for proposals was posted online today. If anyone hears or gets questions about that, sometimes we get calls. Please just point them to the website. It will be posted for a few weeks. The comp plan open house is August 18th at 5 p.m. in council chambers. Trying to just spread the word so we get a good turnout for that and get lots of input during this part of the process. On behalf of Chief McKee, he also wanted to note about National Night Out. It was a great success, and thanks to our officers for working the event as well. I know that takes a lot of time. And then I think he's excited for hiring as well. So hopefully we get a couple of good candidates moving through the process.
Thank you, Ms. Lupton. And then any update for finance?
No, just what's on the agenda tonight.
Perfect. Okay. Moving into discussion items, speed limit change, North Chillicothe.
Yes, tonight on the agenda is a proposed first reading. The proposal is to change North Chillicothe, similar to what happened last fall in South Chillicothe, to extend the 25-mile-per-hour zone just north of the entrance to the run at Hofbauer. This would extend the residential type of zone to 25, and it would allow golf carts to get to the entrance of Pastime Park. And I think it'd just be safer. We hope to do a crosswalk at that intersection in the near future. So just a proposal to kind of mirror what happened on South Chillicothe last year.
Would you run it all the way to 42?
No, just past the entrance to the Hofbauer.
That was good, right? Like, it's only about a quarter mile.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, like, I especially if you're talking 35, you're gonna have a crosswalk at the park for, the 400 or 500 yards. Just that little bit, just consistency. I would think just,
Consistency within the residential area.
yeah,
It just feels right, so.
yeah, I agree with that.
Chief
I mean-
McKee said something about this. They attempted to do this years ago. Do you have any more history on why it might not have?
I remember,
It used to be
Used-
35 farther, and then we backed off of it and we went to 25, I think, all the way around, didn't we?
I
Yeah,
think,
so
I would say, I think
25
it used
for
to
a
go
while.
25 all the way
Yeah, and
there.
that was too much, I mean, so then I think Chief McKee at the time decided we would, go back to 35 and 42 back down, so. But with the new residential,
Yeah.
neighborhood, it makes sense to me to at least go that far.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, and it's hard because the residential's building, so it's like I don't think,
Yeah.
it's not fully out yet, so I don't know if the traffic flow is there. I was just thinking with, cars cutting, and then with the business park possibly, more people potentially cutting through, just to kind of try to limit it.
I think we can probably justify that since technically south you're going to residential as well. So I will double check that and let everyone know for the second reading.
Talking like right here, right now. And it's not like going up to here.
And you think like future development up that way, it could be more residential or even just coming by the park as you're coming back through, like
Yeah.
cars fly through there. So, and you have the playground right there. So I would agree.
Okay, I will make sure we can do that and I'll confirm.
Yeah.
I think the only, so I'm 100% on board. I was looking at it like, why would you do that? The only unintended consequence that we don't want to end up with is, but there's no reason for it. It's probably gets unsafe again if you have like golf carts going up there and people whipping off of 42 golf carts, but there's no reason for them to go past the Pastime Park or because they're going to get to 42 and can't turn because it's too fast on there. So I don't see any problem doing it. That would be the only thing I wouldn't want is like,
Yeah, I mean, I look at it, it's kind of like and I know we don't control, it'd be nice if we could, and we still work with ODOT getting it. Like, I look at like the roundabout to like Darby, like over the bridge, like it's 50 there. It's like you go from 35, 50, and you're slowing down. It's like that little, those 400 yards. Yeah, we can, get up, you're going up to 50, but it's kind of like a wasted thing, just like consistency, just the flow would be better just to have it. And that was my only thought, is the flow all the way up.
sure. And that is going to connect right across. If the
And then,
Valentine property ends up happening, it would be right across, right? Well,
I
think it's almost directly.
yeah, they got
Yes.
there's a cut
That's
in
the
right
drive.
there. Yeah, there's a drive right there.
It's fine.
Yes, you would technically be able to
I-
drive across and go into that.
I'm okay with doing to the park only. If chief has specific reasons, I'm okay with going all the way to 42. If there's no reason, I'm okay with either one.
I'll
Yeah.
report back.
I know this is not for North Chillicothe, but speed limit, I know people have approached us about speed limit on Main Street.
That one we check with ODOT every few months.
Okay.
And we are not allowed to adjust that at this point,
Okay,
beyond what it currently is.
I just wanted to double check and make sure at least that it's at the forefront of our conversation.
Is there?
It's currently 35 up until the school, up until the library,
library.
and then it's 25 until the auction house, right?
Yes.
Just passed.
Just past it, right?
Is there a way, and this like might go way in there, and doing like a variable speed limit? Because I think like in parts of Dublin, like they have that down 161, where I think sometimes it's 25 and then sometimes it goes 35, where, if there's different events where you can go, or different times a day, where you can have it, hey, go
Is that
25.
just during school though? But it's just because it's school. We'll look into
I don't
it.
know.
Yeah, I think that's like, it's 25 and then it goes up to 35 after the school zone.
Yeah, but it's like different with the school. I don't know. I just know driving through there, they have the digital thing and it changes.
Mhm.
Because it goes to 25, which the school zone would be 20. That's the only thing that sticks out of like, I don't know when they don't.
I mean, if ODOT won't let us do it, not much we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice if, I don't know why ODOT,
Well, it's just all in Ohio Revised Code.
Yeah.
Just point to that.
Okay. On to the financial legislation.
Yes, we have several ordinance tonight for the general obligation notes and bonds. These are just the annual legislation that are approved normally in August. The note renews in September. So these amounts just allow us to use that for various village projects that we don't want to take out of the general fund balance. So they don't need to waive the second reading, so you don't have to read the language about declaring an emergency tonight.
Okay.
The next reading.
The next reading. Okay. Okay. All right.
We don't have any attendance issues on the next meeting, do we? That we want to get it through tonight?
Our next meeting will be on the 25th.
I'm good on
I never.
Just, we don't want to accidentally create a problem,
Right.
because I don't think anyone has issues with it. So, but yeah.
Would we, or would it be okay if we went ahead and approved them this evening?
I believe so. I don't see any changes.
Oh, need 5 for the second. Okay.
That's why we have you.
Okay.
Amongst
That's
many
why
other
we-
reasons.
Yes.
Amongst many other reasons. But thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right. Moving on to our public, we have a series of public hearings that have already passed through planning and zoning, but we will be hosting them here now. So public hearing, ZC-25-8, Amendment of the Codified Ordinances, Chapter 1161, B1 Neighborhood Business District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. The public hearing for ZC-25-8 is now open. And is there any other discussion or those who wish to provide public comment? Given that there is no further public comment, the public hearing for ZC-25-8 is now closed. Public hearing for ZC-25-9, amendment of the codified ordinances, Chapter 1165, B3 Central Business District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. The public hearing for ZC-25-9 is now open. And is there any other discussion for those who wish to provide public comment? There's no further public comment. The public hearing for ZC-25-9 is now closed. ZC-25-10, public hearing, amendment of the codified ordinances, Chapter 1169, I-1, Restricted Industrial District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. The public hearing for ZC-25-10 is now open. And seeing there is no further public comment, the public hearing for ZC-25-10 is now closed. Public hearing for ZC-25-11, amendment of the codified ordinances, Chapter 1171, I-2, Limited Industrial District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. The public hearing for ZC-25-11 is now open. And the public hearing for ZC-25-11 is now closed. And our last public hearing, ZC-25-12, amendment of the codified ordinances, removal of Chapter 1175, OLR Office, Laboratory and Research District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. The public hearing is now open. And is there anyone who would like to provide further public comment? Given that there is no further public comment, the public hearing for ZC-25-12 is now closed. Oh, excuse me, two more. Oh wait, these are a couple motions. So to release, a motion to release the performance bond and accept the maintenance bond for the Darby Station Development Phase 5 mass earthwork.
Mayor,
Yes.
before we do a motion here, so we had this before, obviously with lots of different things, including that roundabout at Darby Station, and then like went back and we probably would have asked them to like fix it beforehand. How do we go through and check these things? Does like Randy go out? Does Ryan go out? Like, how does that work?
Yeah, the Manic and Smith team goes out and makes sure that the inspection is done. We had a request for 4 release. We are tabling 2 until they fix the punch list items. But these 2, the inspector said that they're good to go.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you for asking that question, Mr.
Then I will motion to release the maintenance bond for Darby Station Development Phase 5 mass earthworks.
Is there a second?
Second.
Ms. Ferguson? Yes. Mr. Harriman?
Yes.
Mr. Sims?
Yes.
Mr. Tippett?
Yes.
The motion passes. And another motion to release the performance bond and accept the maintenance bond for the Darby Station Development Phase 5, Part 1, Street and Storm.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Terry?
Yes.
Mr. Sims?
Yes.
Mr. Harriman?
Yes.
Ms. Ferguson?
Yes. Motion passes. There is no unfinished business, so moving into new business. First reading ordinance 26-2025, amending the codified ordinances, Chapter 1161, B1 Neighborhood Business District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. First reading ordinance 27-2025, amending the codified ordinances, Chapter 1165, B3 Central Business District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. First reading ordinance 28-2025, amending the codified ordinances, Chapter 1169, I-1, Restricted Industrial District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. First reading ordinance 29-2025, amending the codified ordinances, Chapter 1171, I-2, Limited Industrial District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. First reading ordinance 30-2025, amending the codified ordinances, removal of Chapter 1175, OLR Office, Laboratory and Research District of Part 11 of the Planning and Zoning Code. First reading ordinance 31-2025, providing for the issuance and sale of unvoted general obligation notes in the maximum aggregate principal amount of $1,425,000 in anticipation of the issuance of bonds for the purpose of paying the costs of various municipal public improvement projects and declaring, First reading ordinance 32-2025, providing for the issuance and sale of unvoted general obligation notes in the maximum principal amount of $1,550,000 in anticipation of the issuance of bonds for the purpose of paying the costs of improving the municipal park system by acquiring real estate to be used for constructing open gathering places and public parking, together with all necessary appurtenances. First reading ordinance 33-2025, providing the issuance and sale of unvoted general obligation notes in the maximum principal amount of $1 million in anticipation of the issuance of bonds for the purpose of paying the costs of acquiring real estate to be used for municipal purposes, together with all necessary appurtenances. And first reading resolution 40-2025, amending speed limit on North Chillicothe Street to 25 miles per hour.
Motion to approve resolution 40-2025, right? It only needs one reading, right?
Two.
Still need two, we just don't need an emergency.
Yeah, we would need 2 readings. We need 5 members to waive the second reading.
And then we're about to,
Can we enter executive session?
Yes, there's a.
okay, but will we be coming back with information? No, okay. So that concludes our public portion of our meeting. We are about to move into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code, section 121.22G2, to consider the purchase of property for public purposes. Is there a motion to enter? So,
Ms. Ferguson.
yes.
Mr. Hunter.
Yes.
Mr. Sins.
Yes.
Mr. Terry.
Yes.
Motion passes. We're entering at 6:57, and we would like,
Mr. Hutchison and Mr. Dryer, if you want to speak.
Okay.
Welcome to join, and Mr. Lafayette if he joins.
Bye.